Hello and welcome to Pabbly. So today in this video, we are going to learn how to create Todoist tasks for new files added in a specific Google Drive folder. Now suppose guys you and your team members are working on a project and you are adding all the files related to that project into a specific Google Drive folder. Now you want that whenever a new file is uploaded to that specific folder in Google Drive, you want to create a task with the newly uploaded file details into Todoist, so that you have a Todoist list that what are the files or what are the things you have to work on or check on. So let me tell you, you can actually automate this process. So using this automation, whenever a new file will be added into the specific folder in our Google Drive account, automatically with the same file details like the file name, link and update date and time, we are going to create a task in Todoist. So if you want to know how you can set up this automation, for that you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Google Drive to Todoist. And then just click on Create. Now you can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. Now the idea here is, first we are going to connect our Google Drive account with Pabbly Connect in this trigger window, so that every time a new file is uploaded on our Google Drive account into a specific folder, the details of that same file will be received inside Pabbly Connect, and this automation workflow will trigger. After this, using this Pabbly Connect's automation, we are going to send the details of that newly uploaded file to Todoist, so that using those details, we can create a task over here in Todoist. So let's see how it is done. Starting from our trigger window, here in Choose App, search for Google Drive and just select it. After selecting Google Drive, the next thing it asks us is the trigger event. So in trigger event, from this drop-down, we are going to select the trigger event as new file in specific folder, because we want to create a task in Todoist only while getting a new file, uploading a new file into a specific folder in our Google Drive. After selecting our trigger event, just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our Google Drive account with Pabbly Connect in this trigger window. And to make this connection, click on this Sign In with Google button. Now as we click on this Sign In with Google, just select your Google Drive account on which you will be uploading the file. Then just scroll down and click on Continue. And as we click on Continue, we will see our Google Drive account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the folder or subfolder. And here in this drop-down, you can see a list of all the folders or subfolders which you have created in your Google Drive account. Out of all of this, new files from which particular folder, new files from which specific folder we want to receive inside Pabbly Connect, we have to select that folder over here. So I have created a folder named as New Files Record. So I want to get the new files uploaded in this particular folder on my Google Drive. So from this drop-down, I'm going to select that particular folder over here. After selecting the folder, the next thing it asks us is Save and Send Test Request. We can see this button. So when we will click on this Save and Send Test Request button, the details of the last file, the most recent file, which will be uploaded on this specific folder in our Google Drive, the details of the most recently uploaded file will be received inside Pabbly Connect. So what we are going to do, we will just upload a new file over here. I'll just click on this new button, select File Upload, and here is a PDF file named as Resume. So I'll just upload this file on my Google Drive folder. And it is done. Just now we have uploaded a new file in this folder. We will get back to Pabbly Connect and click on Save and Send Test Request. And as we click on Save and Send Test Request, we will see we have received some response inside Pabbly Connect in this trigger window. And in this response, you will see the details of the exact same file, the most recent, the latest file which was uploaded on our Google Drive folder. Here you can see the link of the same file in this response of web view content. We will just copy it and paste it in a new tab. And then you will see the same file will be downloaded in my system, as you can see over here. Then after this, we will scroll down further to this response and you can see some other details. Here you can see the same name of the file. We will scroll down, you can see the thumbnail image of the file. We will scroll down further and you can see all the other details over here, like the account details, file details, the upload date and time details, and all of those things over here. So in this way, all the details of the newly uploaded file from our Google Drive folder, from a specific folder in our Google Drive, will be received inside Pabbly Connect. And then this automation workflow will trigger. Now after this, what we want to do, we want to create a task in Todoist with all of these details. So to make this happen using this automation, we will just scroll down and come to our action window. And here in Choose App, we are going to search for Todoist. Just select it over here. After selecting Todoist, guys, the next thing it asks us is the action event. So here in this dropdown, you can see a list of different action events that Todoist offer. Out of all of them, we are going to select Create a Task as the action event. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection over here. Now here, guys, we have to connect our Todoist account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the API token of our Todoist account over here. Now you must be thinking how you can get this API token. So to get it, just go to your Todoist account and here on the profile section, from this drop down, go to integrations over here. After coming to the integration page, just click on this developer option and here you can see the API token of your Todoist account. Just copy this API token from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And after pasting this, just click on save. Now when we click on save, we will see our Todoist account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the content. That what is the content of the new task which we want to create inside Todoist. Basically, we have to give the task name over here. So I want to give my content, my task name as new file in Google Drive. And after a hyphen, I want to mention the name of the file which is recently uploaded in Google Drive. The file whose details we have received in our trigger window from Google Drive. We want to mention the name of that exact same file in the task name as well. So here in Google Drive responses, you can see we have received the response of this file name. And we have to basically map this response of file name from this trigger response to this action step over here. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and here in this dropdown, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Google Drive in the previous step in the trigger window of a new file. And out of all of these responses from this dropdown, select the response of file name. So we'll just scroll down and here is the response of file name. Just select this response and it will be mapped. So whatever file name we are going to enter, or whatever will be the name of the file which is uploaded in our Google Drive, with the same name, the task will be created in our Todoist account. After this, it is asking us for the description. So here, guys, in description, we want to enter the details of the file. So I want my description to be, for example, new file in Google Drive. File name. Once again, we are going to mention the file name over here. Then file URL, upload date and time. So these are the details of the newly uploaded file I want to add in Todoist while creating this task. I want to mention the file name, file URL and upload date and time. So here, guys, in file name, we are going to once again map this name of the file response of the file name over here. And the process of mapping stays the same. Just click here. And from the drop down, here you can see the response for the name of the file. So we'll just scroll down and here it is. Just select it and map it over here. Then it is asking us for the file URL. So here in this drop down, you can see a list of different URLs over here. This is the thumbnail link. Then you can see this is the self link of the file. Here you can see the web content link. By clicking on this link, the users who are having the access of this file or with whom this file is shared in our Google Drive, the users can directly download the file. So I want to enter this web content link over here in the task details. So I will be selecting this file over here. After this, it is asking us for the upload date and time. So in this dropdown, you will see from Google Drive, we have also received the response of the date and time, that at what date and time this particular file was uploaded in our Google Drive account. So from this drop down, we have to select the response of date and time over here. So we will just scroll down and search for that response over here. And here it is. We have this response of created date. If you want, you can see this download URL as well. So instead of this web content link, you can map this response of download URL over here too. So here in created date, you can see the date and time, that at what date and time this file was uploaded in our Google Drive account. So we are just going to select that response and map it over here. So in this way, I have created this description with all the file details over here in Todoist. If you want, you can basically create any description of your choice or map any details of the new file which we have received from Google Drive in the trigger window over here. After entering the description and task name, the next thing it asks us is the project ID. So in this dropdown, you can see a list of all the projects which I have in my Todoist account. So here guys, I want to create the task in this project named as project data. So I will be selecting this project over here. After selecting the project, the next thing it asks us is the section. So here in this particular project, in which particular section we want to create this task. So here guys, you can see in this particular project named as project data, I have two different sections, ongoing task and Slack message. So I want to create a task with the newly uploaded file under this ongoing task over here. So I'm going to select that section over here. Then if you want, you can enter the parent ID of the task as well. So if it is a child task, you can enter the parent ID of that task of the parent task over here. But right now we are not creating any kind of child task over here. So you can also ignore this field. Then it is asking us human readable representation of due date. So if you want, you can enter the due date of this file as well into a human readable representation. So like for example, next Monday, tomorrow, year, month, date on this date format, you can enter the details over here of the due date of this task. Also, if you want, you can enter the due date in this format into the next field as well. So here guys, both of these fields of due date and here is the field of due date time. All of these fields are not mandatory, not required. So if you want, you can ignore these fields for now as well. But if you want to add the due date for these tasks which we are creating for a new file in Google Drive, here you can basically add the due date and due time as well. The next thing it asks us is the label. So if you want, you can add some labels or some kind of tags for these tasks as well. You just have to enter the comma separate values over here. For example, I'll enter a tag as Google Drive. Then I'll add a comma. Then I'll add a tag or label as new file over here. In this way, in comma separate values, you can add multiple tags or labels over here. Then it is asking us for the assignee ID, that to which particular user this task is assigned. Right now, I don't have multiple users in my Todoist account. That's why you can't see any assignee over here. But if you want to assign this task to some user, you can select the assignee ID or map the assignee over here as well. Then after that, the last thing it asks us is the priority, that what is the priority of this task. So in this dropdown, you can see a list of different priorities. So I want to keep the priority as normal or natural. So that's why I'm selecting this over here. If you want, you can select any other priority of your choice. And then just click on save and send test request. Now when we click on save and send test request, here you will see all of these details which we have mapped, basically all of these details which we have entered of a new task, all of the responses which we have entered of a new file from Google Drive. With all of these details, a new task will be created in our Todoist account. So let's check it. We will go to our Todoist account and yes, here you can see that under ongoing tasks, under the same section which we have selected over here, this section, a new task is created in Todoist. The name of the task is new file in Google Drive, and after that here you can see the name of the file, resume.pdf, the same file which we have uploaded on our Google Drive folder. We'll just click on it and here you can see all the details of this newly uploaded file. We have the file name, file URL and also the upload date as well. Also, if you can see here, we have added two labels, Google Drive and new file. In this action step, we have entered two labels and you can see both the labels over here in this task. This means this automation workflow is working perfectly fine. And using this automation, whenever a new file will be uploaded into a specific folder in our Google Drive, automatically with the same details of newly uploaded file, a task will be created in our Todoist account over here. Now after setting up this automation guys, let's test this automation workflow once. We will just go to a Google Drive folder and we are going to upload a new file over here. Let's click on upload file. This is a file named as test file. Let's click on open button and we will see this file will be uploaded in Google Drive. And here it is. So just now we have uploaded a new file into the specific folder of our Google Drive. And we will see within 10 minutes the details of the same file. With that same file details, a new task will be created in our Todoist account over here. Now it basically takes 10 minutes of time because the connection of Google Drive's trigger and Pabbly Connect is a polling based connection. And in this type of connection, Pabbly Connect will check for the details or the data of new files in our Google Drive folder every 10 minutes. So every 10 minutes, Pabbly Connect will check that whether a new file is uploaded in our Google Drive folder or not. And if we have uploaded any new file, it will get the details of those files and this automation workflow will trigger. It will start processing those files one by one. So yeah guys, let's wait for 10 minutes over here. Okay, so we have successfully waited for 10 minutes. Now let's check our Todoist account. We will go to Todoist and yes, here you can see that just now a new task is created in our Todoist account. The name of this task is new file in Google Drive and here you can see the same file name which we have uploaded in Google Drive, testfile.pdf, the same file name. Also we'll open this task and here you can see the details of the exact same file. You can see the date and time, that at what date and time this file was uploaded. You can see the file name and also the link of the file. And also you can see the same labels as well. This means we have tested this automation workflow in real time and this automation is working perfectly fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing. You will find the clone link of this exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can actually clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can post them on forum.pabbly.com. So if this video was helpful to you, you can obviously like this video, comment down your suggestion and don't forget to share it with others. So guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.